We are back with a brand new playthrough on Schiller playing as Hamiko. This combination, I'm confident we can do something magical with it. The question's going to be about whether we've got the appropriate map, the appropriate spawn, because there is something crazy about this combination. The main thing is that Hamiko has the ability to build friends very quickly because she can support endeavors for free. Subsequently, you have the ability to trade with the Schiller civilization. Apparently it's called Schiller, not Silla, and you can get a crazy amount of production and food. That's what we're looking to do today. Let's get into it. We've got a beautiful spawn if you'd like to play along. I'll leave a link in the description where you can join the Discord, and there that save will be. So let's get into it. I think we're going to settle in place. We've got quite a nice start here. We've got a few plantation resources as well as the kaolin and a whole bunch of rough tiles. We've also got the wine, which in my opinion has actually gone from like quite a low tier resource to quite a high tier resource now. Mainly because it gives you 5% 5 culture flat, which is incredible. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with a couple of scouts just to go over our opening with our mementos. We're starting with Silk Utaria as well as Incense Sensor, 2 culture per age for every trade route active. And we are going to have a lot of trade routes today. So let's get into it. Let's start off. Looks like we're on the north side of the map, just because we've got grassland here, tundra here. So we're going to move down south and see if we can't find something exciting. And indeed, it looks like we've already spotted something. I think we're going to start pottery here, just because we do have quite a few rough tiles. So naturally, we want to look to try and grab something strong. And I think we want to go kaolin over the cotton, just because the cotton's only going to be 3 food, whereas this is going to be 5 food. So if we can get out here, the sooner we can get out here, the better. And then that's going to be the gift that keeps on giving all game. Speaking of getting out there, it looks like we have the option to take food. Now, normally you wouldn't take food in a situation like this, but because it's so early, we can kind of, not necessarily slingshot, but we can definitely get up there. So that's going to be lovely. That's 3 food, 1 culture, 1 happiness, as well as the 2 food from the kaolin. Now, we also want to think about coming out here, so that'll be in 4 turns that we do that. I think we come out something like this. We can move over into the wine as well, but we do want to take that flax. That flax is quite nice. Okay, so we'll move around with the scout up towards this way, and this scout can come out over towards this goodie hut. So beautiful little spot that we've got in here. We're going to be looking for our second settlement as well. We don't actually need to do a scout just there or do a search. And we've got a barb camp up towards the north. So it looks like they may have actually seen us. We've got happiness or we've got production and food. Once again, production and food is quite nice. But at the end of the day, we've got enough production already in the cap because we've started with Silk Utaria. And the food, it's not really going to help us because we just hit our breakpoint. So if we take a look right here, what do I mean by the breakpoint? Well, we're going to be able to take this tile right here, and then we're able to get a granary, put it on this tile, get ourselves a little bit of a leapfrog, and then we're able to take the cotton. So that 20 food, it's nice, but at the end of the day, it's like 1.2 turns worth of food, 1.25 turns worth of food. So not really worth it at this stage. The production's nice, but once again, it's not like we can produce anything for another 3 turns. So I think we're just going to go into the happiness. That's going to speed up our golden age quite a bit. So we'll look to do that, and we've got another option for it. This is another one where it's tempting to take it, but at the same time, it's like, well, the influence, we could look to befriend people, we could look to send out agreements. I want to try and send out as many agreements as we can early on in this game. We've done a nice little loop around the base. The question is, where do we go from here? So maybe let's move over towards here. And speaking of agreements, looks like we've met Augustus. Now remember, we want to be friends with everybody, and there's a very specific reason why that is, and I will show you in 4 turns when I've got the ability to actually unlock it. Now, do we go up or search? I think we go up and search, and then this guy can come down like that. We've also got a couple more goodie huts. So it's actually locked within the unique civic tree. Did we find anything down here? It doesn't look like it. He's not that close to us. We should have some space in here. And this scout, we'll move it down. We'll start scouting out in this direction. We've also got another goodie hut here. So plenty of goodie huts. Definitely a settlement up here somewhere. I don't see a whole lot of fresh water though, so that might be troublesome. It might be 2 settles, maybe something over here on the river. We'll have to have a look for that. 1 turn, we've got pottery, so we will be able to start on our brickyard. So what we'll do is we'll put the granary down here. We'll put the brickyard over on this side. And what we could actually do, we probably should have done this before, so my mistake for not doing it sooner, let's just move the scout back up, is just taken the wine immediately. Because this is like a really, really good tile, right? Like happiness, culture, lovely, much better than this. So a little bit of a mistake from us. And once again, Augustus has invited us to start a cultural exchange, and we are going to say absolutely. Thank you very much, Augustus. a huge amount of culture already. 19 culture, which is amazing. And just remember, when we, in 7 turns, when we Golden Age or celebrate, that's going to go up an extra 5 culture. And then on top of that, the government that we choose is almost certainly going to be a cultural government. So that is just even going further ahead. Okay, so we saw that scout. Yeah, he's got us a little bit. He's a little bit in front of us here. We'll do a search. We've got a neutral city-state out here. So here's chiefdom. So let's go ahead. We'll put in the culture. Though technically, there's a part of me that thinks maybe we don't need to do the culture. Maybe we go for tool making here, just because we have so much culture, right? Like we have the early cultural agreement, and we've also got wine. And we're playing as Schiller, which gets the bonus 1 culture per resource. And we've got, what, 3 resources already? We want to come out to this flax, but even at this point, it feels like it's not going to be really that relevant. Mysticism definitely going to be the priority. But before we get into mysticism, let's just talk about Schiller's civics, specifically the combination that we're looking to do today. And that is the combination of Kulpum, or Kulpum, and Samguk Saki. And basically what that means is that when we form an alliance with a player, what's going to happen is it's going to generate a free trade route. And then that trade route, depending on how much gold that trade route makes, will also give us food and production. And so my thinking is if we can become friends with everybody, then that's going to give us trade routes to the capital. Like if there's 10 people, I think we've got 10 people in this game. So we could have 9 trade routes that are coming to us. And then that's 9 trade routes that are giving us production, food, and gold. And then if we've got alliances and we're trading with those civilizations as well, that's also going to be giving us those details. Now, there's a part of me that thinks science and production makes a lot of sense here. It does. It makes a lot of sense. Even though happiness is going to push us into that golden age, we're still going to take the science and the production just because it is extra damn nice. We've got some classical republic for the culture, even though at this point we're so far ahead in the culture. And I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to find any more goody huts up towards this direction. But we do have some camels down here, which is lovely. In fact, we've got all 3 camels. Now, it doesn't matter that we've got the 3 camels just because the way I play Civ 7 at the moment is that I've got everything unlocked. And we'll take the +1 influence in all settlements. I've got all the civilizations unlocked when you're moving into the next era. Just because, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice. We kind of want to scout this out. It looks like there's going to be water here, but we need to see a settlement. So let's just see if we can. There's no settlement there. I mean, there kind of is. Maybe you could do that tile, grab the flax here, flax there, flax everywhere. But yeah, my thinking is, like, I appreciate what the devs were going for, but I want the flexibility of being able to pick any civilization. So look, it's not like we're going to get locked into Abbasid, but we can definitely think about doing it. All right, so we'll move up. I want to really do a search with this guy, but if I do that, it's going to potentially put me behind Augustus. So we're just going to move up like that. It's not really much up there. Interesting decision. Lose the unit. Now we've got a lot of scouts already. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts, which is above average. So we could potentially lose this, but we don't really have anything to gain, right? Like influence, we're already doing a really good job in the sense, and speaking of influence, let's go ahead and offer a research collaboration. We're going to very quickly become friends with him, so I'm almost tempted not to send him the second one as well. We might save that for the next person that we meet. But I think realistically, we can probably just move on, primarily because we don't really need to... we don't need to lose the... Like, we want to meet people. I think that's the big part. All right, so we've got the ability to grow here. Now, one thing to note, do we go... Oh, I'm just thinking out loud here, because this is a +3 +3 campus, +3 library right here. Where are we putting down our monument? Like, we've got adjacency in here. That doesn't work, though. And we've got an adjacency there. But to get around to it, it's going to be difficult. So I think monument's probably going to have to go on something like this. We could technically do it down here. It's just better to grab it up sooner rather than go for adjacencies right now. Because we're not going to be putting specialists in the monuments anyway. So, yeah, I think something like this might be appropriate. So let's go ahead and do that. To get out to the flax, though, we'll just go ahead and take this tile. This is quite a nice tile anyway. And our celebration. So watch this. We get the 20% culture, and then we also get the 5 culture from the celebrate or from the wine. That's why wine is kind of crazy right now. And the 2 culture from charismatic leader, up to 32 culture, which is just incredible. Now, do we go left here? I feel like this is going to be like, is that not water? To me, that it could be a river. I feel like we continue left. I don't think we go up here. So I'm just going to go. Okay, that was the wrong call. It was the wrong call. That's okay. Sometimes you get them. Sometimes you get got. Okay, we've got a hostile So is there 3 city-states in here? Because we saw a hostile unit up here, neutral one here, and a hostile city-state over here. So there's quite a bit that is that's going on over here. Let's go grab this. We can grab the gold or the science. I think we definitely want to take the gold at this point. And let's choose our technology. So we can move into writing here. To be honest, writing's actually not terrible just because our culture is already so well looked after. But masonry is going to give us that +1 production on mines and quarries. And we've got 1 quarry. This is a clay pit, so it's not a quarry. So it's not a huge bonus for us right now, right? Like, it's only going to be 1 production. And, I mean, if we get this, though, what does that really allow us to do? Nothing really. Nothing too crazy. It's a +3. I feel like we probably just go for the masonry, or the, masonry just to grab the monument for the extra influence. I think that's going to be the best choice. So we'll do that. Scout has come down. Now, we're probably going to continue out this way. We know that there's a goodie hut up here. So let's go ahead. Let's just go grab that goodie hut with this guy. We're ahead of him anyway, so we should be fine on that front. And here, we're now able to begin moving across. My lovely wife has just brought me some food. Thank you very much, my lovely wife. What have we got? We've got, it looks, oh my God. You know what she's brought me? Like, Mexican chicken with Parmesan cheese. And not like I shouldn't say Parmesan, because it's not like the one that's ground up. It's like the longer cheese. And oh man, it's just one of my favorite. And hot chili sauce all over the top, and some sour cream on the side. So very, very nice. Very it's keto friendly. And we have met Trung Trak. All right, Trung Trak, let's do it. So we want to send her agreement straight away. So let's just get a local festival going. Lovely. Even though we don't care about local festival at all, like we don't want the happiness, the idea is that she's going to accept that. That's going to build our relationship, right? We want to be friends with her. We also want to make sure that we don't forward settle her at all. I think that's one of the big lessons I learned from the last playthrough is let's really try and do our best not to forward settle people, even if they forward settle us, right? Like it's not a good thing. Archer. We could take the Archer here. Archer wouldn't be terrible. We know that we got scouted from the north and we've got this guy over to the west. I am tempted to take it. The only consequence of doing that is you're also going to be ruining your gold per turn or your gold income. But just having the Archer would be nice. Let's just take it. Let's take it. It's a tier 2 unit as well. Why not? Does that even reduce our gold per turn? Yeah, by 1. By 1. Not a huge amount. Okay, we can go up. We can go down. I reckon let's go... Oh, this is a tough decision. We'll go up. Why not? We'll go up. Okay, so we've met her. Has she got any settlements at the moment? No, and no for Augusta. So turn 18. Neither of them are yet to settle. So I think we definitely want to settle in this direction in the sense that we want to settle towards them. But the question is about, like, where is a good settlement that's not going to upset them? We've got open borders requested. Hopefully she gives us something more than that. And we'll send a scout up towards that top side as well because we didn't actually scout in that direction. And we've met somebody else. We have met Frederick. Culture, happiness. Isn't it funny that I'm, like, really... Why does it only say 5 culture? Isn't it... Why does it only say... Oh, right. Oh, the Archer thing. Yeah, it's kind of wild how I don't even consider, like, the culture is obviously good, but I'm really thrown up. Maybe happiness is actually a good thing because that's going to get us into our next golden age, and then we get more. We're doing it. We're going for happiness. Happiness kind of good. And so we got Egypt, Wazed, Frederick. So we'll keep an eye out for him, see whether or not he's interested in any trade agreements with England. We're not playing England. Let's move over towards that direction as well. So we've got a good size continent right here. And we definitely got a bit of space. The question's going to be about whether we upset people, whether we get in their face. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly pause this game right now. I'm going to eat my lunch, and then I'll see you guys in just a quick moment. All right, I am back from lunch, and it's time for us to get back into this. Where were we? What were we doing? We've got our first settler. We've also got our archer. Let's get ourselves a little bit on the move and sort ourselves out with production. I think we almost certainly want to go into another settler. We've got a cap of 3 that we can look to fill at the moment. So the question is, where are we going to do settlements? I really want to go down towards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. We could go for it, right? Like, we could do somewhere... Where's the best spot? This could also be quite a nice Petra city, actually. There's quite a bit going on here. So we could... I mean, the yields aren't that crazy. But if we forward settle her, she is going to be upset. And she hasn't sent us any further deals. So we need to avoid the relationship falling into a potential war. We could also... Maybe we look to settle out here. Maybe that's our priority. Because we can always just send a trader out here. And, like, we want to get this this clay. That's essentially it. The clay is really, really good. We want to try and take advantage of that. But maybe she could settle it instead. But if she settles it, it's going to upset us anyway. And I don't know whether the relationship really works that, or if it's that, what's the word? Not necessarily dynamic, but I don't know if that's the way the relationship works, where it's like, if she forward settles us, it's okay. But if we forward settle her, that's not okay. So, the truth is, she may potentially forward settle here as well. Okay, so we're going to go for the science route, because we always look to take the science route. And from here now, we've picked up mysticism, so we can now start thinking about moving into our unique techs. So we'll go into Coal Pump to start us off, and then depending on whether we get that alliance that we're looking for, and as you can see, we're already on 40 at the moment, and it's we're turn 22. I think it may be on the way. Now, do we move into stone circles here? We've got, at the very least, so it's clay pits, mines, and quarries. So we know that we've got 1, 2, 3 that we see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, there's so much rough down here. We've also got rough towards the north as well, and a potential settlement that we can put in up here depending on how far away that is. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. So I think we definitely move into stone quarries, or stone circles rather. Let's do that. Now, the other thing to note, do we bother going for the altar right now? It's +1, +2 production. Nothing that crazy just yet, and it won't be for a while. So probably no altar just yet. We'll continue working towards our settlers. We'll come up and we will look to grab, what have we got? We've got the option for production and gold or happiness. Call me crazy? No, don't call me crazy. There was a part of me that really wanted to take that, well, what do we got here? We got a bit of a, this is a good looking continent though, isn't it? Like, because we're using, this is not Continents Plus, by the way. This is this is not Pangea Plus, this is Pangean Islands. So this is the new one. I actually watched a video about the new island generation, or the new map generation, and it's quite good now. So look, let's see whether or not this is going to work out. Now, do we go here or do we go up to here? That could be another option for us, because that is flax. That would be a double flax. The only trouble is, I mean, we do have the archer that can defend us. Maybe let's bring our archer back. If we go archer here, let's say we settle here, what does that really give us? We've got library, monument, and then this is kind of far away, right? And then we just never get the flax. But do we really need the flax? I'd much prefer this to be safe in the interim than have to worry about Ufanto constantly looking to hit us and strike us. We're definitely going to take the happiness here. Dude, happiness is actually crazy good now. With this change to wine, and having wine in the capital actually makes happiness incredible. This is what we knew was up here. Something Shengle. Frustrating, but we'll do our best. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll settle in this position here. I think we want to come out towards the flax immediately. So let's go ahead and do that, even though we've got a really nice tile here for us to take. We've also finished our masonry. I tell you what, everything's just lining up for us. We'll move into writing, though arguably we could, because we've already got high science. Maybe do we go irrigation and just look to get out that 4th settlement right now? And we just, basically, we'll just look to go for 4 settlements, because remember that Schiller doesn't have any extra bonus for the settlement limit in the unique. So it's going to be a while before we get to our next settlement limit. Like, our next settlement limit would be coming in a long way. Like, we'd be looking up potentially at entertainment, organized military, or maybe befriending a city-state as another option in that way. So you know what? Let's do writing into irrigation, and then we'll just get it in. I think we want to try and prioritize the yields instead. We found Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu very close to the capital here. Now, she still hasn't sent us any agreements, and by the way, no agreements coming through from these guys either. So we do need to be cautious about that. But remember, ideally, we want everyone to be friends with us. So we'll do our best. All right, we've got the flax online. Lovely. So that's going to boost us up just a little bit here. Let's see if we can't find anything else. And we've run into a dead end, but this is actually quite a nice little spot up here. There's a lot of good resources. We've got the hides, we've got the wool, but it doesn't look like there's any fresh water up in this northern position. So look, ideally we'd like to have that fresh water, but even if we can't, I mean, we can always just try and get, oh, there's more flax over here, and we've got a nice city-state. We've got more goody huts as well. But yeah, like, we could always just drop the altar down or something like that. We actually took damage here. Let's just move back for now. Hopefully this is not coming towards us. It is though, isn't it? Yeah, I could see that coming. Of course it is. Okay, so where are we thinking about settling next? We've got our first city. By the way, I didn't even check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, never mind. We did it perfectly. I didn't even check. Okay, so up towards this position, there's literally only one tile that we can settle on. So we were right in the sense that was the river. So I think we just go there. We'll grab the gold, grab the sheep, and then we won't be able to grab the limestone. Technically, we can grab it with a capital, though. No, we can't. Limestone is not going to be within reach. So no limestone for you. And now the question becomes, where do we go from here? Because we could look to go into that other settler. Settler's 6 turns, and then irrigation afterwards is going to be 8 turns. So it's gonna... We don't really have a good place to settle, though. That's the other thing. Like, there's something to be said about up here. The hides are quite nice, and we will have the camels online very soon. We could also go in the south. We could even look to do out towards the east. This is a good little spot, but of course it's close to him, and we don't know. Like, there could be land over here, but it kind of looks like he's on the water. Actually, I take it back. That's land there. So you know what? I reckon it's going to do that thing that it always does, where it's like, it's a lake. It's not an ocean. Don't worry. And because of that, I think we can afford to go into the monument here. So let's go ahead. We'll do the monument, and after the monument, then we'll do another settler. And hopefully we've made up our mind with regard to that. So we've got the scout here. We could look to scout north, but I think we'll go over here towards this direction. This scout's going to come down. We've got a lot of land. Oh, we could look to settle in somewhere in here as well. That's a good point. We should be able to escape through here. Let's just keep running away. Gosh, this is an annoying position right here, but we'll do our best to escape. And now we've got that flax coming through, so let's go ahead. We'll grab that flax, chuck it in the capital, extra bit of culture, extra bit of science, and of course, we'll take that lovely cultural exchange. Thank you very much. We can accept it for free. That's part of the reason here, right? Like, so we are at 43 at the moment, so this is going to continue to rise. And from here, do we dare look to go into our uniques? It's +1 adjacency for mountainous terrain and natural wonders, but we don't have a whole lot of mountainous terrain at all. There's nothing that even has like a +2 adjacency. There's really little to be justifying moving into that direction. What else do we get with this? We get the extra culture when we defeat a unit. It's okay. The lecture hall. There's nothing here that really drives me, that makes me impressed. I think we could even look for an early Emil Bell. Early Emil Bell's actually not terrible with the combination that we've got. Do we take the gold and the celebration and the happiness? I think we do. Let's go and grab it. Hopefully we don't lose this scout. We've got another city-state in here. We're definitely all moving out in this direction, right? Because this scout's coming across as well. There was another scout that we had. This scout is moving down as well. So are we just assuming the land ends over here, or do we want to go scout that? Because there's a part of me that thinks maybe we really want to go scout that. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's actually send you back, because I want to be sure that there's no silly land bridge that isn't in there, just hiding, waiting. And oh, look at this, beautiful. 0 influence for us to accept that. 6 science coming through, and the celebration back to back. 28 culture, gonna be rocketing up right now. And how much is it gonna send us to? 39. Look at these yields, bro. Look at these yields. Turn 28. We gotta be so far ahead of everybody. 31 and 28. Actually, that's not right. Give me a sec. Maybe this fixes it up. 50 damage. So will the unit die? 49 health, of course. We can't force end the turn either. We just got to take... I really want that culture. I mean, it's one turn. It's one turn. It doesn't matter. We probably should heal up a little bit, though. We need to get a couple more searches in. So let's do this and then search. So we found Cthep. I think we heal. Search around here. Just see if we can find a good place to settle, potentially. And then look to scout south. That's going to be the game plan. Oh, love it. Augustus. What a hero. He is going to be a good friend of ours. We'll settle in this position. We'll pick up the gold. Gold is actually a really good resource now. Remember back in the day, we used to think gold was overpowered because we're like, oh, it reduces purchasing buildings, right? Like buildings that are now cheaper, but you never actually wanted to buy buildings because it was just much better to make cities. Well, now they've changed gold to give gold and happiness in all settlements. So now this is like 3 gold, 3 happiness. This is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and grab, oh my lord, we're just grabbing everything. There's a part of me that's kind of tempted to take the influence here. But then the codex is also really nice. It's only 2 science though. And you got to remember that we're going to have we're going to have so much science this game. So I think the influence in the short term is just going to make a lot more sense. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Let's move into the gold as well. So that's going to bump us up. Can we check these numbers now? Are they looking better? Oh yeah, they're looking better. So we are essentially leading on pretty much everything here. Also leading on production as well. Not leading on science. Trung Track slightly ahead of us. So Trung Track, let us know if you'd be interested in a trade agreement. And we're happy to overtake you. Actually, no, we wouldn't overtake her. But do we, at this point, do we go straight into a library here? Because that gives us irrigation in 7 turns. No, we want to go settler, and then we'll go library with a +6. So that is great. And this guy didn't do any damage, which is lovely. I will say, I don't know if they changed the barb AI behavior, but I have noticed that I haven't had any of my lands pillaged. Maybe, am I crazy? I don't think I've had any of my lands pillaged by barbs in this patch. Though I've only played through like 5 games at the moment. Okay, looks like we got a little bit of aggression coming out here. We can move our archer across. So let's heal up 1 turn and then we'll bring the archer across. And then we could also consider taking a city-state. That's another thing to note. Let's move up like this. We just want to scout this out completely. It looks like it might be a little bit barren though. What have we got? Yeah, I mean, you could settle right here. That's incredible Petra. Absolutely amazing Petra, but do you really think you're going to get Petra in your 4th city? I mean, you could get Petra in your 4th city. I have noticed they don't really seem to go for Petra anymore. Nice little spot there. Yeah, they don't really seem to go for Petra anymore. Do we come out for this limestone? It could be an option, but it's going to take us another 7 turns to get there. We can just take the camels now. So let's go ahead and do that. Camels are camels. What? You can't really argue with that statement. Camels are camels. So let's go ahead. We'll move those over and let us get this guy down here to help defend. And now we can move into our Civics. So keep in mind, we've got like the best one in the game right now. Strategic allies together with our Kulpum. So do we really need Sangol? Well, we're not importing resources yet. We do unlock the merchant through here, but it's really not that big. We get an extra social policy. You know what? For only 2 turns, that seems pretty good, doesn't it? An extra social policy this early on as well? I think we've got to do it. I think we've got to do it right now. We'll grab it and then we'll move back into antiquity. But I mean, it's 2 turns because our culture is such a massive amount this early on. Don't slam on us. Let's just heal this scout up. What were we planning to do with this scout? This scout was going to come up and across the top. He's at 3 settlements. She's at 3 settlements. He's got an additional 1. So there's got to be land over there somewhere. And she settled to the south, which is magical. So we can still look to potentially make a friendship or an alliance with her. Let's grab that shot. Oh, that was not as much damage as I was hoping for. Frederick is offering us something that we'd prefer to just take the gold, but it's just better to take the alliance instead because he will eventually do that. Now with Trung Track, I think we want to keep pushing this. We're at 25 with her. So as long as she's okay with this, don't reject it. Wonderful. And don't reject it. Wonderful. So that's what the influence is about, right? Like having that in the bank ready to just pop those out. Keep in mind, as we meet people, we're also going to need potentially more influence. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Okay, there's our extra social policy slot. So let's go ahead and... Oh my god, we got 4 social policy slots? That is incredible. Well, we don't have any alliances yet, but when we do, that's going to be great. So let's go ahead and do that right now. If we move back and fire, do we die to the slam on the next turn? I think we might. This is a hard decision. Because we're not... Are we on a rough tile here? It's not, is it? Oh, it's marsh as well. Marsh is going to give me a negative. We just got to play it safe. We can't afford to lose our unit. Okay, so we picked up the extra social policy. Now let's just go straight down to Code of Laws. We've also unlocked the ability to build a mill bell. It's going to take a long time though. 17 turns. That's a huge amount of time here for us. We could get it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we're probably better off investing in something like an altar, which is going to improve our overall production. So that's the direction I'm thinking. We've also met Samarkand. Okay, where do we go from here? Okay, so, okay, never mind. So he did actually do that thing that I didn't think he was going to do. We could purchase a slinger in here, probably not a bad idea considering how things are not going well here. And how do we even get a shot on this guy? I think we got to go here, right? Let's do that instead. Okay, so back towards this. We're probably going to take this high production tile. Let's grab that. And after, we'll move into the altar. So let's drop the altar on this tile here, and then we'll go into our library. Just because the altar is going to give us that extra little bit of production, we're going to be looking at an extra 1, 2, 3 production for the moment. And I don't think there's more than that. Another slinger coming up towards the top here. We will just hold out for the moment. I think we're gonna have to purchase. There's no ways. And he just got another 30 HP back right there. Technically, he could slam us here, and we could take a lot of damage. So, look, let's just go ahead and grab our Huarang. Very expensive. 200 gold. Gosh, that's a lot. Do we potentially look at moving into something like this? Probably not. I think it might be better for us to go into the wheel, or even sailing. Actually, do we go into sailing? Have we got any decent tiles here? This is quite a good tile here. 1, 2, 3. This is a 1, 2. How are we going to get out to this tile, though? We'd have to do a wonder. So we want to try and take this tile. If we put the wonder there, it doesn't really give adjacency, though. There's no hills in here for adjacency on this, though. Yeah, we want to do that. That's actually quite nice if we can do that. So what could we put here instead? We could put a saw pit, a granary. It's kind of disgusting because it doesn't get an adjacency, but it works, and then we can get out there. I think that's going to be the play. Okay, so let's do that. Maybe we can do like a saw pit here, and then we'll do a meal bell a little bit further out. And we should have quite a jump on people trying to get to a meal bell, because remember, a meal bell unlocks... Where does a meal bell unlock? Up over here on citizenship, right? Like, well, they might be actually at citizenship already. So we could potentially lose it. So something to keep in mind. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be okay. We've got our next expansion that's just come out. So look, do we dare try and come down here? As I said, the risk is that if we do this, that she's going to be really disappointed. Now we could come out here. This is not a terrible spot. We could also do this one, but this is just calling to me. It's saying, come on out here and settle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to settle right there. And look, we're pushing our relationship as fast as we can, but even then, it's just really not going. We might have to ask for open borders here just to see if we can get through. We are getting slammed out here. Okay, that is absolutely wonderful. So we'll just go and hold position here. We're under attack in the north, so we might have to come up and grab that as well. Is there anything important here with regard to resources? Not really. These two are our primary resources. So from here, I think we could probably even look to grow, which is a weird thing to say, but hear me out. What if we just did like that? Just grab 2 food. We're also getting the extra food from Augustus, aren't we? Yeah, we are. So we're getting an extra 3 food. We should back away or we're going to get slammed. You know what? Let's just get slammed. Because we prioritize that a bit more. No, we should have asked for open borders and then come down. It's one of those things. You live, you learn. We'll get it right next time. This is a huge continent, though. It is absolutely massive, and it's rare to have this much space. I will say that right now. It feels strange to have this much space. All right, let's see if we can't move on up. We need to repair these as well, so let's go ahead and repair, and we'll throw the extra resource in here. We probably should have done that a little bit earlier. Let's move you across just in case we get hit from the front. And our army commander is now out. We did indeed get slammed, so let's go ahead and ask for open borders and see if we can't get through. As I said, I kind of suspect that you'll be able to get through over here. There's just something that tells me you'll be able to do it. Do we take the influence? We're kind of stacking up influence at the moment. We could look to try and go into alliances here. So if we're thinking about alliances, what do we really want? Or rather, suzerains. What do we really want? I mean, maybe we should just go for our nearby neighbors. Extra little bit of science and culture is also good. We could go for Samarkand, but they are hostile, so it's going to take us very long to actually get, and we may potentially lose what we want. Mount Everest, hello? That's a dead scout, though, unfortunately. There's no way that bad boy is surviving. Dude, what a spawn right here for Trung Track. This is incredible. Between Machu Picchu and Mount Everest. Oh, by the way, we've also found Mount Everest, which... Is that Machiavelli down here? That could be Machiavelli, so we could eventually get down there. Goodbye, little guy. It was a pleasure knowing you. Now, we do need to send more units down there. So, how many have we got? We've got that one scout that's all the way over here. I was kind of happy sending him west. So, we could definitely send him west, but there's going to be plenty. Do we just go in a straight line? Maybe we just take him in a straight line. Okay, we got to be careful about our positioning. Let's just sit here for the moment. You'll find a heal up. One more. Let's move across. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Look at that. That was right. It's a lake. It's got to be a lake. Let's heal this guy up just so that we avoid happening... Or avoid what happened over here, I should say. And now we want to come out over onto the limestone. So let's go ahead and grab that. Yep. We'll take the limestone, even though this is a nicer tile. And here we'll go into the currency. Do we go into currency here, though? Because what's the game plan? Dude, so many good wonders available. Hanging Gardens. Do we dare do Hanging... You can't do it next to the capital. That wouldn't work. You could do Hanging Gardens right here, because that's going to be your library. We just unlocked Hanging Gardens, right? It's going to go, though, man. It always goes. I want to go into bronze working as well for the racks. We don't have enough production, and we've got too many things that we need to do. Is it okay to delay the library? Saw Pit's only going to give us 1 production as well, so it's nothing crazy. The library's really nice adjacency. What if we just did Hanging Gardens on the back of it? And just risk it. And just say, you know what? We're going to try our best, and if we can do it, amazing. And if we can't, that's all right. Let's see if we can get this shot off. 1. You're still healing up, so you're fine. And we've got this settler down here. Now, how are we doing with strong track? We're at 29. Do we just leave this here? No, we can't. We're at 3 out of 4. I think we've just got to accept that, look, we're not going to make friends with everybody, but then if you do that, oh, you're gonna have trouble. Lovely. We'll take it. We'll take it. That pushes it only up to 21. Have we really only got one warehouse building in here? I guess the altar doesn't count as a warehouse building either, so that's not going to push that. We could look for a granary. Granary in here is quite nice. It's going to give +2, +3 in here, so we should definitely be thinking about that. 11 on the Hanging Gardens is quite nice. When's our next golden age? 7 turns? So if we get an offer for happiness, we should look absolutely to take that. We could actually go back-to-back World Wonders. I wouldn't mind that. It's kind of a crazy world, though. Okay, let's move you forward. Oh, that doesn't allow us to... That's disappointing. I wanted him to take the brunt of the attack. So now he's definitely... Okay, never mind. They didn't take the bait anyway, but I tell you what, we almost died because of it. Do we... I think we just move you inside and bring you out like this. And that will be okay for the moment. Can you believe this? Look at the amount of land that's up here. You know that we're going to find Catherine up here as well, but there's so many people that are up in the tundra. Like that's technically grassland. Technically grassland. 1 tile off the tundra on a 10-player map. It's technically, he spawned in the grassland, guys. Don't worry. And we've met somebody else. There's Machiavelli. So we did suspect he's down here towards the south. Machiavelli, lovely to meet you. I would be interested in any kind of agreement you can think of. So feel free to send it. By the way, have a look at this. I think that just rolled over this turn. 61. All right, here we go. So this, take a look at this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the moment I've been waiting for right here. So he's now our friend, Roma, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to form an alliance. And when we do that, that's now going to spawn a trader in his capital, which sends a trader out all the way. So you can see that this trader right here is ours. And that's going to give us gold. We can go and check how much gold that's actually giving us right now. If we click on our city, come over here and go down to this spot. Income, we can see that we're getting a land trade from Cerebiol for 6. And the great thing is, because of the policy that we've got, keep in mind we took that policy earlier, for all trade routes between you and your allies, award food and production equal to the route's gold award. What that means is that if we also take a look here at production and food, you'll see that we've got 6 food and 6 production, which means that we are now doing very well with regard to our production. And of course, that's only our first alliance. We will look to get many more. So we'll go ahead and grab the extra influence because we do want to come down here. I think we want to get down to this eventually. 25% relationship from starting or supporting endeavors, minus 25% relationship from starting sanctions or rejecting endeavors. So I think this is where we want to get to. So we will have to go through this one. Which doesn't really make sense. Extra influence towards supporting or rejecting diplomatic actions. I mean, the influence is probably good if they try and denounce you. You can be like, no, you don't denounce me. We're friends. So that could be good. You know what? I think this might be our first city, which is a weird thing to say because we got a fair bit of gold. I think this might be our first city just because it's a very high production city. You could definitely do a Petra in here. Do we dare do a Petra? 6 turns. We can turn it into a city, move all the resources over. We do have camels. We don't have a whole lot of production, though. I think what have we got, realistically? We've got 1, 2, 3 production resources, so not a whole lot. Yeah. Oh, do we? I think we just move you back just to be safe. Just like that. And that scout needs to get out as well. Let's try and do a bit of a runner here. You're okay. You're okay to hold. Slinger down here. Of course there is. There's barbs everywhere that you go. You can't... Oh my god, look at this dude. Everybody is surrounded. No one makes it out alive. Do we continue going down the growth route here? It could work. But let's go and we'll take the happiness. And of course, Augustus, we will happily take your 6 culture. And the 6 science from Frederick. And the open borders from Machiavelli. Look at this. We're happy little campers today. Do we dare put you out the Hwarang? Probably not. Actually, if we take this right now, units can unpack from this commander. No, we don't have enough to kill it. There's no way. And there's the risk that it dies. So we're going to try it anyway. Okay. I think we should be okay. What if the unit actually dies? Oh, it could totally happen. Oh, it could totally happen. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that trade. Let's focus this down. Is that flat desert? Yeah, it is. So, we do have 3 movement. The trouble is if he comes around and slams, we die. That ends our movement, right? Yeah, it does. We've met somebody. Xerxes. I know that music. Xerxes the Achaemenid. Hello, my friend. I would definitely be interested in a trade agreement. Does open borders improve relationship with people? Dude, look at this. Once they're friends, started a trade route, mutual trade, like an extra 30. Oh, that was a forward settle on him. Whoops. I don't think open borders actually gives you any positive relationship. I guess it would give you a negative if they rejected it, though. So that's one thing to note. We got a lot of influence that's sitting in the bank, and we have been kind of like saving it up. So that is something to be aware of. Do we just go ahead and pop those right now? Do we take Cthep and Teotihuacan? We're probably going to need it. Someone's going to immediately war deck us now. 31 for him. His leader agenda, -10. Yeah, we're not going to be able to satisfy that for a while. We're not going to be able to satisfy that for a while. Machiavelli's not going to like us either because we're not at war with anybody. Whew. That is a lot of barbs. We're just going to go ahead and fly on out. I hope it was worth it, my friend. Oh, lovely Xerxes. Extra culture. Oh, I thought that was an enemy unit. I was like, oh my lord. Let's go ahead and we'll focus this down. And then we'll repair the farm. This could also become a city. It's not that bad because that's a +2. That's also a nice market down here. Actually, we could go up here. Do we do it now? I feel like we do it now. But the thing is, we grow in 8 turns, but 8 turns is so far away. Let's go now. Weird decision to put this as the city, but I assure you there's a method to the madness. Okay, so now we want to put the kaolin in, and the cotton, and the wool. This is not going to give us any production at all, so you can go back in the cap. So I think that's fine. We could actually look to settle this hides, because that's kind of nice to be able to put that in and around to everybody else. So do we go the brickyard? Let's go brickyard on something like this. It's going to be 5 turns, and we're 2 turns to Code of Laws. I think in the end it works out quite well. My lord, can you guys leave us alone? Oh, that's not good. Don't move north. Don't move north. Oh my god. Go away. Go away. Oh my god, man. These barbs. We're just trying to find people. All right, we take the wonder construction here, just because we'll do back-to-back wonders. Oh my god, we got so many, dude. We're actually going to take the scout movement. Dude, so many barbs. So many barbs. Whew. It is a scary amount of barbs. So that scout is dead. That extra sight is so nice. Maybe we should be taking that more often. Oh, no way. He lived? He lived? Let's get rid of Charismatic Leader. We'll go Oratory. I was wanting to get rid of Survey, and I'm like, you know what? I just complimented how good this was. Don't say it ain't so. As long as we can get out, we'll be happy. All right, so we want to take a mining tile here. So we will definitely take this one. 2 turns until Hanging Gardens. Don't do me again. Don't do me again. Last time I tried to build Hanging Gardens, I got 1 turned on it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. From here, where do we go? We could look to come back into Scylla's Uniques. What would it give us? Because technically, yeah, we should definitely take this. It's an extra 2 science. We're not getting a huge amount of gold from these guys just yet, but we will. We will. Can we move you up here so that you can get the experience? It's 3 experience, better than nothing. Okay, so we're befriending Cthep. We're also befriending our scientific city-state, who we're not going to try and pronounce. Let's keep on moving. Are we at the edge of the continent finally now? That looks like the edge of... Oh my god. That looks definitely like the edge of the continent. Also, what? We got a trade route. Lovely. Let's go down. Oh, you know what? We should totally get the extra 5 trade route distance as well. That's an option for us. Lovely. Frederick offering military aid. We will happily take it. Quite a bit going on over here as well. Do we ask him for open borders? Actually, do we even want to? Like, this guy's going to go up. Let's bring this scout down then. Let's do it that way. That probably makes more sense. Okay, so these guys are all sorted out for the moment. Let's heal you up in here. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, you should be fine to come across. We just want to make sure our scouts don't die because we need them. We need them to be able to find them. Mount Fuji, hello. Nice little spot here as well. Looks like Frederick's got a lot of space. Oh, we got it. We actually got Hanging Gardens. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's not taken. I can't believe it's not one turn from us. Okay, and then from here, because remember we've got, for another 7 turns, we have the celebration that's giving us 15% wonders. So what we'll do... How do I... Oh, I know how. What I'm going to do... Okay, this is a bit cheeky. I know, I'm sorry, but we have to do it. We're going to kick this citizen out, get rid of the Emil Bell, put that here, and now that we've got that tile, we're going to put the Emil Bell on that tile. And can we kick the citizen out with that? Thank you. So now we can kick that citizen out, and we can retake that spot. You'll probably have to rewind and watch that. If this is like one of the first Civ 7 videos you've ever watched, you'll have to be like, what the hell just happened there? We didn't have this tile in our territory, and we needed this tile in our territory because that's where we want to put a Emil Bell, because we want to eventually put like our market and our garden here because that's a +3. And to get this tile, what we had to do is kick this citizen out. And we couldn't kick that citizen out any other way, so we had to do it with a World Wonder. That's essentially how we did it. And we've also got an extra 5% towards World Wonders. We'll happily take that. An expansionist point for extra settlers. Not that we really need that at this stage of the game. I don't think you can fire over here. You can. You can fire between a hill and a mountain at a guy standing on flat land. I'm not gonna ask any more questions than that. That is enough. Okay, so from here, let's heal. I want to come back and just double check that though. I just want to see the movement on this because I don't want that to happen right there. So let's see if we can't get across over to the other side. Beautiful. Are we going for the Diplo point or the economic point? Economic point would actually be kind of nice, primarily because of this one right here. 2 gold per age for every active trade route. But I don't know whether or not we're going to get more. Now, we could go into something like Colossus. We are about to move down into currency, so we could 100% do that, and we're kind of in the mood. Do we have somewhere to put Colossus, though? We don't. Ooh. Ooh. Nowhere to put Colossus, because Colossus has to be in the water. It must be placed on coast adjacent to land. So we've got navigable river, 1, 2, 3 tiles. We could do it out there, but of course it's going to take a long time. That is tough, isn't it? That is tough. All right, maybe we just go the Diplo point. Money. I like money. Sorry. Sometimes you just got to take the money. Oi, what's going on here? Open borders. Now, is there any more agreements that we can send? The sooner we get the agreements out there, the sooner the relationship builds. And like, I was thinking, okay, maybe we could build it here with Trung Track. What's her agenda, by the way? We're +5 with her, which is lovely. Fewest commander levels. Okay. We can definitely do that. Commander, back home. Oh, we got a Diplo point. We actually got a Diplo point. We could have got all the way down here. That's okay. That's all right. We'll get there eventually. We're playing a Diplo leader, Diplo Civ, so we'll be okay. I think it's a Diplo Civ. I don't think you can actually check. Okay, so let's move into the mastery for Jingo because you get the extra 5 land trade route range. Definitely kind of nice. This isn't going to make a difference right now. And even our uniques, like, we could go into the unique, but even then, it's really not... It definitely doesn't inspire me. All right, Petra, 20 turns. It's not a crazy good Petra, that's the other thing, but at the end of the day, it's Petra. And, you know, you can't be mad at a man for making Petra. Or at least trying. You got to believe. And we do have that extra bonus. Where are we putting it, though? Because this is where you kind of want to put your library. And it can't go here. That's flat. That's forest as well. We kind of like the forest a little bit more than the desert. There, and then we put our library right there. That's the call. Boom. Okay. We're looking good. Move you across, because you don't have... Oh, you do have warehouse buildings. Let's... At the end of the day, everything matters, because that's 1... I'd rather have that. It's going to be more instrumental in here. Yeah, that's shaved off 2 turns by doing that. So let's absolutely do it. And let's go ahead and fire. Fire away. We'll grab this. What have we got the ability to do? Science. We'll definitely take the gold here. We're not... Oh, actually, we're up to 49 gold a turn. That's kind of... That's a decent amount of gold per turn. That's not terrible. Now, I was thinking about currency. Currency sounded really good until I realized we didn't actually have a water tile. So I'll stop that for the moment. I'll say, you know what? Stop the plan. Stop the count. Stop the vote. And let's go ahead. We'll put the archer inside. And we'll move you down here just for the moment. We could actually look to take the city-state out. I do not have a problem with that. Now that I think about it, this is quite a nice city. Let's take out this city-state and then we'll settle this position. Or we go like one... actually, that's not fresh water, is it? Is it anywhere that's... Actually, is that a lake? That's a lake. That's fresh water. That's got to all be fresh water, right? No, it's not. It's technically an ocean because it's too big. It's too big to be a lake. So you can't settle there, can't settle there, can't settle there, can't settle there, can't settle... That's like the first point you can settle. So you have to settle here. I mean, does it have to be fresh water? It doesn't have to be fresh water, right, guys? Right? There's literally nowhere you can settle on this. What do you even... There's a word in English for everything, right? Like an isthmus, a peninsula. Like we've got a term. Surely there's a term for what this is right here. Bay? Maybe you could say like a bay. Bro, why are you hunting me? Go away. Stop it. Stop it. No attacking me, please. Okay, you can see that we've got more options now to trade. We can trade to Wasset as well. So let's start a trade right here. This should also increase her friendliness with us. Does that make our friendliness go up by 10, I think, by doing this? So if we go have a look at her again. Yeah, that was up by 10. So started a trade route. So that's quite nice. There was plus 20 over here, though. What was that? Started a trade route was plus 20, and then mutual trade was plus 10. Oh, because, we both started trade routes with each other. That's why it's plus 20. Economic trade point. Economic trade point. I knew there was a good reason we took that eco trade point right there. That is a good call. And we can also stick the kaolin. Oh, no, we want to stick that in there, and then we'll put the kaolin in the cap. Because that's an extra 1 production. Might not seem like much, but it could be the difference. 16 turns. That was an extra 1 shaved off. There you go. We're getting it. We're going to do it, man. I'm telling you. Wait, did I just... How long is that? I think it only just got like that. We got to repair you immediately. And we got to bring these back ASAP. We must deal with it. Okay, now do we heal you or do we dare take you out into the depths on this low health amount? Oh, hello. Oh, we love these. We love these. We love these ones. If there's anything we like in this game, it's green numbers. Okay, what do we got? Extra resources in towns and influence and gold in trade outposts. So I don't think there's anything else we really want to switch around. Oh my god, at the moment, I take it back. Though we're kind of enjoying this extra scout movement. Maybe we just keep that in for the moment. And let's take out toolmaking. And we'll grab the extra science from the Golden Road, which is incredible when you think about it. 5 science at this point. Incredible. And then, are there any other... Yeah, we want to go down here. And then I guess we'll finish out the rest of the tree. All right, so we're going to grab Artem soon. Okay. Where can we move you to? We can move you to here, and then you can deploy right there. Dude, we're putting out these fires with the barbs everywhere, but it's all right for the moment. Okay, we're just taking it very slow out here. Don't want to run into any barbarians, and there are many barbarians. Now, you're coming down, aren't you? Yes. I remember what we were doing with you now. We've met somebody. Oh, Genghis Khan. Give him a friendly. G'day, mate. It's going to set us a little bit behind on our befriending of certain city-states. There's another city-state down here that we could look to grab. Now, do we go into bronze working? Not really going to change much. We could go into the wheel. We could go into writing. Writing gives us the codex as well. So we'll do that. Writing specialty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put you inside. Commander comes out here. You're then going to deploy on this tile. And then you go in here. You're going to deploy on that tile. And then the commander is going to focus. Oh. We'll take it. We'll take it. That was pretty good. That was well done, wasn't it? You guys should say, well done, Drongo. That was great. Well done. Thanks, guys. Okay, this looks like the end of the world. But just to confirm it, because you never actually know, let's go out and grab that goodie hut. Oh. Dushirkin. What do we got? Open borders. We'll take it. We should also get another trader out as well. That's actually a good call. Let's go into another city. Now, where's our next city going to be? Because this is okay, but it's like... Maybe we just go here. Maybe this is the spot. 700 gold? How long until we grow? 6 turns? Okay, let's wait the 6 turns. Oh my god, we got a lot of gold coming through right now. This has got some good production in it, though. And it just grew. You are our city of choice. Barracks. We could do a barracks. Okay, what are we thinking? How are we going to do this? So that's going to be... All right, so that's going to be our barracks. So let's drop our brickyard here. And we're not going to do a saw pit. We're going to do a barracks. And then after that, we could look to do a library on the same tile for the +2. We could also, oh, you know what we want to do? Granary fishing garden, or granary fishing key. You stack them all up and then you get the +4 food from over here. Oh my lord, it's going to be beautiful. It's so broken, dude. There's no way that's balanced. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. Okay, let's see. Army commander, move up. Can you move? Oh, that's probably not a smart move, but let's just do it. This is a full health archer, so let's just pump him up as well. We'll just take it. We did get a commander level, so it could be a bad thing for Trung Trak and I. Let's do another scout. Oh my god, look at these lands, bro. Look how much room there is out here. Don't worry, no one's forward settling us today. Speaking of forward settling, how are we doing? We're 25. Leader agenda back to 0. Look, we got that 1 point, and she's like, I don't like it. We'll take the gold, even though it's only 1 turn of gold. And then we're going to move you up. You can... No. 59 damage? 59 damage on a flat tundra tile? Are you kidding me? 59 damage? There's no way. 59 damage? That. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. 59. That's a lot of damage. That's a huge amount of damage. All right, so we're going to come out here. We're going to continue searching every single time, looking for these barbs. Oh, we got a hole. I got another lake there. Is this a... This isn't a lake. This is an ocean. Yeah, it's an ocean. I would like if these... I will say it right now. It'd be very cool if these larger oceans that are in the middle were actually lakes. So maybe... Because if I remember correctly, it's like 8 tiles is a lake, and then 9 tiles becomes an ocean. Like that's essentially it. Ocean meaning not not fresh water. So yeah, that was the primary difference. Do we not kill you? 37 damage. Okay. Gosh, this is beautiful down here. This is lovely, man. I tell you what, the new maps are so much better. Am I wrong? Is this map just not amazing? I genuinely feel like this is such a better map. I've got enough space. I can go up if I want. I can come to the side. There's like these weird little lakes, sorry, oceans that are here. Like, look at the size of this one as well. Like, this is a thick boy over here. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we're checking on this guy. We're taking damage somewhere. We could come up for it. A lot of rubies out here, that is for sure. Oh, no, we're not going out for that. Let's just do a search instead. Another city-state. Lovely. Speaking of city-states, we're at 265 right now. Saying it, so wonderful. Okay, now back towards this position. We just take the highest production right now, which is the camels. So let's go ahead. We've got the 3 camels now. Lovely. We can also stick this in. I tell you what, capital's not that impressive in this game. So we've got Petra coming up. Wait, why is that burning? And how long have you been burning for? Really? How long has that been burning for? We could have finished the Emil Bell by now. That's incredible. That must have been burning for a really long time. Share the profits? No way. Look at us. We're going to be America soon. Extra science for a little bit of gold? Yeah, why not? We'll take your science. Okay, so we're sorting out Artem. Lovely. Emil Bell is through.
How brilliant.
How brilliant indeed. Now, I want to check what city-state this was. Okay, we'll find out next turn, don't worry. We've got 10% production towards constructing wonders. Definitely. Okay, here we go. Do we go 2 culture on culture buildings? Or 1 culture on warehouse buildings? Now, I really like this. I really, really like this. I like the idea of just grabbing this on everything. So like here, 2 science on science buildings? No. 1 science on warehouse buildings. That's what I'm thinking. Because like warehouse buildings are pretty good. You're going to build most of your warehouse buildings in pretty much all of the cities that you can. So it's like, why wouldn't you? Like here, this is going to be an extra 1 culture, 1 science right there. So definitely worthwhile. So we've finished 2 wonders. We've got Emil Bell and we've got Hanging Gardens. Now what we need to actually finish is our library. Because that's a +8 library. And it'd be kind of good to have that today. After that, we should also build a barracks. Arguably, we should build it beforehand because it's going to give a huge amount of production. Then we could build the saw pit because the saw pit is going to provide us with a connection out here, as well as the extra culture and science. And then we could also build a granary here, which is going to be even more incredible soon. Then we'll build our garden out there. We got it sorted. We got it sorted. And don't worry about the uniques. Once that, keep in mind, once that city-state comes through, then that granary is going to be incredible. So we could look to come into something like discipline. Wouldn't be terrible. We've got another Diplo point, so let's go ahead and grab that. And what I want to do is I just want to check, is there anything else that we can offer you? Maybe, would you be interested in a ginseng agreement? Lovely. And that's going to obviously improve our endeavor. So we're definitely on the right track in this game. This game is feeling very nice. Nice little build up right here. Okay, so what do we need to do realistically at this point? We need to defend this city. So let's bring you across. I kind of want to get rid of this city-state. No one's befriending it either. I have noticed it doesn't really feel like the AI is going for city-states anywhere near as much. That's Genghis. You can see some nice little signs here. No way, dude. That was on like one turn, wasn't it? I'm sure that was on one turn. Unmet player as well. Unmet player. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. But look, at the end of the day, this is just one of those things where... Hold on, we can't get to that tile, can we? There's no point in us growing in that direction or going in that direction. What do we even want now? I guess we probably just want to grab all the production that we can. This is still a good tile, so let's go ahead and we'll grab it. By the same token out here, we'll take the mine. Definitely. And then back towards this position now. So we're going to have Petra right here. We could go pyramids. Oh, come on. We ain't doing pyramids. Not in a city like this. I think we're just going to have to return this back to being a normal city. So we could build on this tile or we could build on this tile. And I think that's definitely the right call. So that's a brickyard. So you could do an altar here. Altar's going to give you good value. So let's go altar. That'll be one turn. This is now has the ability to change. Let's move across and down. So I think that's fine. I tell you what, man. Axum, how many... Hold on. How am I only finding your capital right now? He's got 4 settlements apparently in here. Oh, you can... We're at the edge now. That's lovely. Oh, he's friends with Jeshi. That's in... So here we do see them actually taking a city-state. I guess it's a very close city-state as well. Where's the cap growing? There's no mines, I don't think. Oh, no, there is one mine. We'll take the one mine that's available to us. We've got no more mines that we can take. Maybe down here we can take these. So we could look to potentially grow out here. Thank you, Xerxes. Lovely. We're not really getting that friendly. I mean, we're definitely getting more friendly with everybody, right? Like, it's not like it's not like we're really that slow out of the gate. It's not as fast as you'd like it to be, though. I'll say that right now. We'll take that, and then we'll grab the monument. Where's the monument going to go? We're not going to put it there. Maybe we put it here, and then we can connect it out. I think that's going to be the play. But you know what we want to do? We want to do a saw pit. And we also want to do a granary. Because the granary is going to be incredible very soon. So let's just... That should be fine. And we continue moving south. God, look how big this map is. This is incredible, man. I love this. Like, just the sheer size. Let's go around the volcano. Quite a few barbs out here as well. Okay. So we've unlocked discipline here. And we'll take the free gold from Xerxes. I think that's probably another point of where we're getting all these resources from. People sending us agreements. Do we potentially look to move? We can't really take Nalanda because we're up too far, right? Like, we do have planes. We're doing it. Let's take Nalanda. What else are we going to go for? Like, we could go for more cities, more settlements. We do want to take this out. Actually, we do kind of want to go for more settlements. The sooner we go for them as well, the better. So we'll look to take Colosseum. Gosh, look at how much space you uncover with that. You want to know something right now? Oh, actually, that's probably ocean. Like, real ocean. Because it's like... You never know. But there's a part of me that thinks that it oh, that's a bad decision. Let's move you over here and just hope that he takes the bait. I didn't realize... Oh, we've met somebody else. I didn't realize just how low that health was on that unit. Hello, Napoleon. Nice to meet you. We've got nothing to offer you at this stage, but if you'd like to offer us something, we'd be more than happy to take it. Let's have a look and see what we can spot. Yeah, you can see he's kind of like building up the empire as well. What are you at? He's at 3 out of 5. So he's also slow out of the gate. Oh, lovely. We like it when they do that. Beautiful. Augustus is giving us some food. Open border from Xerxes, open border from Napoleon. We will take absolutely everything and anything. Now, do we move across and scout? There's no way, dude. There's no way there's... Look, oh my god, it actually doesn't end. It's just like, it's like we're playing on the lakes map, dude. Oh, no thank you. We'll happily move away from that. Mount Kilimanjaro and the city-state as well. Remember, there's that city-state there. I don't think we're getting through there, boys. We'll have to come back around. That's fine, that's fine. I'm curious to see what city-state this is. If we can get a green city-state, I'll be so happy. Damn it. Damn it, dude. Do we come across? I want to see if that connects down there as well. Okay, so we could start thinking about our next city, because we've got all three that are cities. We're almost playing that Mississippi City style. Like, a little bit. Okay, so from here, after that's finished, we can then look to get the market down. That's a +7 market. Lovely. We can do the garden as well. Gate of All Nations is here for 7. We could do Gate of All Nations down in this city. You know what? I'm going to say no. Because I want to be friends with you. I want to be friends with everybody. And I can afford it. That's kind of crazy that we can afford it. The reduced cost. Now, where do we want to go? We could potentially think about coming out here. We could do Among Us Maui. I don't think we want Bursa. Trade routes cannot be plundered. We want Bursa. Where are we going to do Bursa? We're not building any wonders at the moment. Bursa just has to be on the coast, if I remember correctly. We'll take the tool making for the moment. So we could do Bursa. Ooh, we can't do Bursa there. We could do Bursa up here or up over here. There's a lot of spots that we could do it. The truth is we don't know how long it's going to, like, how long is it going to be out available? Ooh. No one's befriending it as well. Okay, we're going to go for this one as well. Let's see if we can come across. Beautiful. And we've got our migrant from Ariton. We could do a specialist here, but we're not going to. We're going to go into the rubies instead. Do we need to reallocate that? It's sitting at 31 production. I don't mind that sitting at 31 production. We could move it up to Daegu, though. Daegu's on 25 production. Dude, Daegu's a beast. Look at that. All of this help coming into Gwenji, and then Daegu's just chilling on 25 production. Just Daegu things, I guess. Do we dare fire at him? Oh, we gotta move back. We gotta move back. And we hold for a little bit longer. We're not getting through here. We could ask for open borders, but I think that's actual open ocean. Look at the amount of trade agreements that are coming through, dude. Open borders, strong track. Wait, was it only the one trade agreement? I think it was only the one trade agreement. That's disappointing. It looked like it was at least 3. Okay, in 8 turns, we pop the migrant. We could get down here as well. We kind of want to get down here before this city does as well. Grows in 9 turns, so we should be fine. Now, where are you going? That's a slinger. Do we survive this? There's a good chance we don't survive if we try and run past. We can't risk it. We can't risk it. It's too important of a unit for us to risk. Look at this. This is beautiful lands over here as well, because you got the active volcano. It's giving culture, giving extra food. Let's do one big scout over here. I'm almost certain that's the edge of the continent there. We're going to assume that this is all the edge of the continent. By the way, goody hut, lovely. Let's pop that. We didn't see anything in there. Almost dead. And let's heal you up. You should be safe right there, as long as... I don't think the slingers are going to come across, but they may. Emil Bell and Oracle. Do we go for Oracle? Oracle could actually be quite nice here. Okay, so Alta is very good. We've got at least 1, 2, 3 production here. Daegu's up to 25. Wait, you're up to 25. Okay. We do Alta in here. Is that the play? Where else do we think about putting an Alta? Because that's a +3. That's a +3. Can we reach there? We can. That's a +4. What if we did a wonder on the corner? What if we did Gate of All Nations on the corner? Like right there. Let's connect that. And then we'll go Gate of All Nations. Oh, no. Which which way do we go? We could go this way because he's on the lower ground. I think he could still technically slam us, though. He could probably come around. Let's see him watch. Did he do it? No, he did not. Okay, we've kind of uncovered everything. Augustus, thank you. Well, look at this. Okay, we're friendly with 3 people right now. On turn 71, friendly with 3 people. How long do we have to go? 33, 35, 44. I tell you what, you've been an app. Oh my God, minus 40 on your leader agenda. Dislike's the one with the smallest number of military units. Do we just spam out a whole bunch of scouts, man? That is kind of incredible. The fact that we're still minus 40 and yet still we're like, nah, bro, what's up? You want to be friends? Research collab, local festival. Shall we improve trade relations? We got lots of things that we can do to be friends with you, my friend. That's annoying. That's probably going to need units. And you're healing. Yeah, that's going to definitely need units. 856, so that should be fine. Let's purchase the Hwarang. And let's go ahead and grab our army commander. Didn't we get the extra movement point? Why is that only 0 out of 2? We got the extra movement point. I don't know why it does that sometimes. If anybody knows, please leave a message down in the comments and let me know why that is. Because I don't understand why that happens. We can't actually build anything right now because we'd have to build it on these tiles. We could technically build like a saw pit or the altar, but... So we just have to give that up for the moment. Heal you up. That's fine. Okay, well, I think turn 71 is probably enough where we could say, all right, let's leave it here for the moment. We're obviously going to continue this playthrough, but I think things are going really well. Like, we've been able to establish a very strong trade route here. So if we go back and take a look at it, it's still at +6. I would have thought that that would go up and down as you connect more resources, but maybe he's just not connected everything yet, by the way. Oh yeah, that's finished. We've got 3 potential friends on the horizon that we're going to be able to get more trade routes with. And I think, realistically, we just need to start even opening up more trade routes right here with our ally, right? Like, that's it. And we could potentially look to utilize the trade outpost. So I think in the next video, that's what our main focus is going to be. Establishing trade, looking to try and connect as much as we possibly can, and maybe even looking to potentially do a little bit of forward settle gaming. But that's an idea for the next video. So we'll leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough. This is looking a lot better. We've had a great spawn. And of course, if you'd like to play along, I'll leave a link in the description of the Discord where you can jump in the channel and very easily download this game. So we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.